Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show live here on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your device. If you would like to get involved with the show this morning, the command to give to your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone and get involved with the show that way. My name is Hayley Ellis. This is Allyson June Smith.
Happy Wednesday morning,
Wednesday.
everyone. Wednesday.
We're in that weird hybrid, aren't we, between Christmas and New Year, where we don't know what year it is, what day it is, and who we are. But we're here. We hope you all had a lovely holidays. Thank you for joining us. If you are this morning, did you have a nice little Christmas breakaway back in Ontario?
Alberta. Yes, I did. She does it all the time. She does it on purpose to see how long it takes me to be like, I'm from Alberta. Actually, no, Hayley, I had a lovely Christmas. Thank you very much. I'm happy to say that all family fights were resolved on the same day.
Amazing.
So I feel like that's a Christmas miracle, right? We're done. All fights resolved, dealt with, and we had a lovely time. So yeah, thank you. What about you, my love? How's your Christmas been?
Well, so on the first day of Christmas, I test positive for corona.
Oh.
2 red lines. So
Oh.
yeah, that's you know what? It's not been too bad. I can't. I'm here. I'm healthy, and my family are. So it's fine. It is what it is. But we're still in isolation at the moment. I'm aware I'm freezing quite a lot. Am I freezing to you?
No, you're all right.
No?
You've been okay.
Cool.
It's just a little tiny bit, but it's fine. I'm fine.
I'm just wondering whether producer Will should come in and see if I can get a better connection. Yeah, so we're fine. We're still in isolation. We can't go anywhere or do anything, which is perfect for New Year's, which is probably that's just perfect. Just being in the house all day.
To be fair, isn't that kind of a blessing? Like, I don't know about you, but the New Year's Eve, all we ever do anyway, Hayley, is work. I don't know about you, but I've never enjoyed a New Year's Eve to me because Hayley and I are both comedians. So we just work on New Year's. And New Year's Eve audiences, I mean, let's face it, everyone. New Year's Eve is never what you want it to be, right? We have all these dreams and aspirations. And then you get to New Year's Eve and you're like, well, it just feels like a Tuesday. So, I'm like, so at least you'll be home in your comfortable abode without any pressure to go anywhere. You can have a takeaway. Hayley, it's going to be a great New Year's for you.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So we're just that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a takeaway, put a bit of Netflix on. My baby doesn't sleep, so we probably won't get to enjoy the Netflix. But yeah, Happy New Year, Allyson. Hope you're enjoying all your free time. To yourself. Allison's back
to myself. I've got 2 boomers upstairs, my parents who like to party. So I'll be the one being like, "Oh, is it 10 p.m. already?" And they'll be like, "Where are you going? Aren't you going to have another drink? You should let's dance." Like, it's ridiculous. They tried to show me dance moves.
Dance moves? What kind of dance move are the old boomers doing?
Well, my mom loves, she always talks about how she used to be a really great jiver.
Of course she did.
She was a great jiver back in the day. So she was trying to show me some jive moves, which I told her don't do because she's had 2 knee replacements. But you can't keep a senior down when they decide to jive.
Mate, you need to TikTok this. You'd be viral. Boomer loses kneecaps in TikTok dance craze.
Daughter laughs in background. I don't know.
Yeah. Producer Will is with us as always on the Hayley and Allyson show. Hi, producer Will. Where is he? He's in his parents' box room as well. Oh, and he's there he is. Hi, Will.
Hello. How's it going?
All right. You look very concerned, Will.
No. I'm having a great time. I'm just so full of cake and cheese.
Oh, cheese.
That's all I've been doing for the past week. Eating cheese.
Cake and cheese. Yeah, I've been eating cheese. But, Will, sorry, I hate to interrupt with a technical issue. Am I jittering a lot to you?
I think you're okay. I think you're fine.
Okay, it's just my side. Every now and again, I see me again. I just have a freeze frame of me smiling. Very off-putting. Very off-putting, but let's not let that ruin the professionalism of the show. Will, did you have a nice Christmas day?
I did, thank you. It was ace. Ate lots of food. Got to see the family. Merry time was had by all.
Tell your face, Will. Did you have did you get any nice presents?
I got a new frying pan.
Of course you did.
A Le
A
Creuset
fancy Le
one.
Creuset frying pan.
What
The
does
little
that
8-inch
mean?
one.
Are they like stainless steel? Can you cut it
They're
with a pair of scissors?
they're a nice brand. So
Yeah.
that was a nice gift for me because I like to cook when I'm not producing you lovely people.
Ah, look. Why is he sucking up? There's a reason behind this. Thanks, producer Will. We've got a fun
Thank
packed
you.
show today, all thanks to our lovely producer Will. We're here till 8 a.m. If you'd like to get involved with the show, do so. Otherwise, it's just two tired women talking for 2 hours straight. The command to give to your device is the word save. You're watching on an Echo show, or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone. And while you're there at backchannel.tv, why not leave us a glowing review or a review? Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you think of the skills of your device, and we need the feedback, so let us know what you feel about that by hitting leave a review on backchannel.tv. But Allyson, it's the 29th of December, edging close to the end of the year.
Big deal. I actually watched Death to 2021 the other day on Netflix. Great movie. Loved the Death to 2020. But I always like that movie because it, comes right at the end, makes you analyze the year. I don't know about you, but I always do. This is so silly. A year in review for myself. I do a little. I look at
Wow.
how my year went, how I felt about things, goals I achieved, goals I didn't. Because my friend once said, "Well, it's like a business. Businesses do annual reviews. We should do annual reviews on where we think we're at." And I was like, "Oh, that's great." So I'll be sending you the forms to fill out, Hayley.
Well, weirdly, one of my very good friends who I used to live with, he used to do when I used to live with him, and this is in his 20s, like a end of year review as well. But it'd be like Woman of the Year. I won that 2 years running. Thank you.
Amazing.
And the year I didn't win it, there was trouble. But yeah, he used to put Celebrity of the Year, and he'd have all these little categories. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that for the end of the year. Back channel review of the year, so we can say who our favorite celebrity of 2021 was. What our favorite moment was, maybe, Ali?
You know what? That's a great idea, Hayley. I really love that idea. Producer Will, write that down.
Write
That's an idea.
down.
Write
My
that down.
favorite, my Woman of the Year is Vicky. Allison's
My
mom.
mom.
Your mom is my Woman of the Year this year. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. We are here till 8 a.m. It's December the 29th. Excuse me if I'm a little throaty. I've had a bit of the Christmas Rona. What a gift to be given this Christmas. It's December the 29th, and our celebrities today who are celebrating their birthdays are Ross Lynch, he is 26. Jude Law is 49. Oh, lovely Jude Law. And Ted Danson is 74 today. And did you know, Allyson, on this very day, but in 1967, how old were you then?
I would have been a young 23 in the world.
Yeah, well, you'll remember this then, Allyson. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was released in the USA, otherwise known as the Hayley, Will, and Allyson show.
Hey.
Boomer joke. Also, it is National Pepper Pot Day today. Now, Allyson, you can explain this because I don't have a clue.
Okay, so a pepper pot is more or less it's a soup, and I actually do know about this because I'm a soup enthusiast. I don't think we've ever talked about this, but I love a soup. Oh my God, I love a soup. The wilder the soup, the better. All I'm saying is I've had pickle soup, and it's amazing, everyone. So good. But today is National Pepper Pot Day, and pepper pot is a thick, spicy soup that was first created in December 29th. 1777 during the U.S. Revolutionary War. I did not know that. Don't worry, everyone. I'm reading like I know this. 1970. Pepper pot is a stewed meat dish strongly flavored with cinnamon. How do I say that? Cassareep, and other basic ingredients, including Caribbean hot peppers. So yeah, it's a spicy soup. It's a meaty, mashy, spicy soup, and it's lovely. You would not care for it due to the meat.
No, I wouldn't care for that. I was in Switzerland once. You just reminded me, and I asked for it. I'm a vegetarian, so I said, "Have you got anything for vegetarians?" And they gave me a soup, and in the soup was ham. So it wasn't a vegetarian soup. That's a nice little surprise. this taste. But National Pepper Pot Day, Allyson, yeah, since 1977. So obviously, Allyson, you were around at the birth of this soup. So it's
Yeah.
obviously big fan.
Yeah, I made it. I created it, everyone. That's
She created the soup. And Allyson, just while you're there, so Alyson's in her parents' basement at the moment in Canada. And every day we've been finding a new 80s delight. Because you're in your bedroom where you were as a child, and nothing's changed.
not a single thing. Yeah. Today's fun gadget. You want me to show today's gadget?
Show today's fun gadget.
Okay, everyone. Today we have a modern computer, and for those of you who don't have the visual, it's okay. Let me describe it. This is about a 5 centimeter thick computer. It weighs about 15 to 20 pounds. It's got a weird card sticking out of the side that I'm sure at one point, an SD card? I don't even know what these would be called. And so we might give that away to somebody as long as you don't mind paying the shipping and handling fees.
Yeah, now there's the shipping and handling fees are quite high, just so you know. It's $188.
20-pound computer. And hey, listen, if you're in a couple, don't worry, I have 2. So I mean, we can ship them both off to you. You can both. I can't even open it.
You can play games on there.
My sister is like, don't get rid of that. There's stuff on it I might need. I don't think there's any. I don't even know if this turns on anymore. It's
what
more
is there on that she needs other than games of Battleship?
I have I want to take this to the local to recycle it at the computer store, but I feel like they're just going to look at it like it's a relic. Like,
do you know what? You should go in, Allyson. This could be your challenge. Go in the computer store and say, "Hi, my computer won't turn on. I've been using it literally yesterday." Just see how long before they go.
It's just not working today. It's just not working. You got that one going? Great. Here's the other one. Can you get this one going too? And yeah, it's pretty fun. I try to dig around to find fun things, and it did make Hayley laugh out loud. So I am glad you brought that back up. You're welcome, Hayley. This gift is for you.
Thank you. And I'm just glad it's too heavy for her to bring home, because otherwise I'd be gifted that. It's so heavy you could see the pain in your face as you're lifting it, Allyson.
I can't do it with one arm. You have to do it with it's a two-handed it's a two-handed laptop, everyone. You gotta have
laptop. All the rage in Canada, Calgary, Alberta, 88 Olympics. But coming up in today's show, we have got a fun-packed show. We are here till 8 a.m. Yes, we are. And coming up, we've got loads. Allyson, do the jingle.
All right, let me find the right distance. Here we go.
Coming up on the Hayley and Allyson show this morning, we're going to be chatting the news stories from around the world that have piqued our attention. We're going to be talking the one-star movie review game. We take a movie that has been universally panned, but what is the movie? We will let you guess. We're going to be playing our Agony Aunties game. It's not a game, it's your lives, where we're basically going to be reviewing. It's really early and I'm getting this all wrong. And we're going to be playing competitive true or false, but I can finally get my words out. That's all coming up on today's show. I mean,
you're really making me laugh today, Hayley. Everyone, we're getting back in the groove, and it takes a minute or so to.
It takes a minute, and when you've got a fever from Corona, it's slightly longer to get into the groove of things. It's the Hayley and Allyson show with producer Will. But now, Allyson, it is time for our news stories from around the world, and the first news story I've seen, it was based on a lot of these are TikToks these days, but in the Independent, they reported on a TikTok that went viral from a user called @Maddie_Lane_, and she revealed that she was placed in the same hospital delivery room as her ex-boyfriend and his wife.
Now, this just sounds like a dream come true. I myself have never given birth or been through the experience, but I can imagine the only thing that would make it so much better is having an ex in the same room as you. I mean, Hayley, having gone through the birthing process yourself, would you say that's correct? I mean, could you not imagine anything more wonderful?
That would just been perfect, because when you're hormonal, angry, and tired, you really want to come face to face with your ex and their new wife. That would really have been delightful. I presume they said there was a curtain in between them, so I presume it's after they've given birth, because they sometimes put you in a room. Obviously, you don't want to be forcing the baby's head out and go eye contact with your ex, but I think it was they take you to a room afterwards where you are. But weirdly, when I gave birth in the room I was in, one of my midwives, I had two, and they were both brilliant. But the first midwife, she knew a comedian that we know, Allyson, and she said that comedian taught her at high school. So that was, a bit awkward, as she's looking at parts of me that people aren't meant to. And she's talking to me about someone we know. And I was like, that's lovely. Really nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's what I want to think about right now, is that man's face. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly that.
Could you?
Yeah.
I have this vision of giving birth. So let's say you're in the room and you're like going through, whatever you go through. I was about to make noises like I know what birthing sounds like, but you're doing what you do, and I can just imagine the ex on the other side with the new wife just rolling his eyes, going, "Oh, she was always on about something. Listen to that, her complaining again. That's
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
exactly." That's all I'd be thinking about. What's he judging me on? What's he judging me? He was always judgy. Yeah.
And you'd worry about I mean, I don't, to be honest with you, if you're in labour, you really wouldn't care what your ex thought, because you're going through that much pain. You're like, you don't care. Because when you're sort of trying to have a little bit of dignity at first, you're like, oh, my 90, oh, and then by the end of it, you're just walking around like Stig of the Dump. You just don't care, because you're that hormonal and hysterical. But yeah, I wouldn't want to see my ex in a birthing room, but
No.
poor Maddie there. But there you go, that's one of our stories of the day. Another story, Allyson, and this is a belter in the Daily Record. So a well-known psychic, has given his 2022 predictions for the year. What do you think they are? Any guesses?
Well, he was really into the royals, right? He was really into the royals, so there was a lot of predicting about what's going to happen in the future. I wonder, does he touch base on the state of the planet? My guess is he.
Funnily enough, no, that doesn't come up in the 2022 predictions. So it's a psychic called Nicholas Jula. He's a past life regressionist and a soul therapist, of course he is. And he's made some predictions after hearing a voice in his head telling him about next year. So a lot of it about the royals. It's funny that. So he's saying
really
he thinks
into them.
Yeah, Meghan Markle is believed to be getting a brand new presenting role. He believes it's going to be a new virus. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? I don't think we've ever heard of that before. I mean, if I had to predict something for 2022, it'd be another strain of another virus. But he said there's going to be a strange drama involving chicken soup. So look out for that one.
Now that upset me actually when I read that, because again, we've discussed today, we found out I am a soup enthusiast. So the last thing I want to hear is contamination of things I love. So chicken soup is on the.
All I'm saying, Allyson,
be
is
careful. Yeah.
stay away from that. Stay away from the chicken soup, because I don't want this about you. He foresees Queen having a much brighter year. So that's lovely. Good old Queen. I hope she does have a bit more brighter.
He predicts she's going to meet someone. No, I'm kidding.
No, he doesn't. It does not. Oh, Allyson. And he said it's just lots of like nice news for the royals, really, and the chicken soup drama. I mean, but this one made me laugh. I've messaged my friend. So I've got a friend called Jackie, and I've messaged her this morning because this is big news. Because he said, anyone called Jackie better be ready, because an ordinary woman with that name is going to spring from obscurity to find superstardom overnight in 2022. So
it's your Jackie. What do you think your Jackie's going to become famous for?
I don't know. Maybe some drama involving dropping something in chicken soup. I don't know. I hope it's good. I hope I don't know someone. So he's been making predictions. He also said that the super group, they're not a super group, but Steps are going to be huge again. And Steps, if you're based in the US, you won't know who they are because they didn't make it over there, but they're a big cheesy sort of pop group that was sort of big in the 90s. 2000s.
Yes.
And he thinks they're going to be making a huge comeback in 2022. What are your predictions, Allyson, for 2022? Do you have any?
Let's see. For 2022, I believe Britney Spears will be making a comeback. All right.
Mhm.
That's my mind. The voices are telling me Britney Spears will be
Yeah.
reintroduced into our lives. Maybe not even singing. Maybe she'll be doing something else. Maybe she'll be hosting a show. I feel Britney will come back to us in a new medium. I feel that nope,
What do you
that's all I
feel
got.
in
Just
That's
Britney.
what-
Just
okay.
just Britney. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so Alison, I think my predictions, they're looking pretty good for me, to be honest with you. I'm seeing sort of television work and
Yeah.
money in my account, new home, maybe a bathroom in each bedroom, 6, 7 bedrooms. Just
Ooh.
mainly a lot of good things for me. For
Yeah.
yourself, Alison, I don't know how to put this really, but
I got two new old computers. That's what
yeah,
we see.
I'm seeing network problems. I'm seeing hard drive problems on a computer. But it's
Ah,
open 2022. Listen, 2020 was a hard time for a lot of people. 2021 has been equally as hard for some people. So let's hope 2022 is a lot brighter, not just for the Royals, as this psychic has predicted, but for all of us.
I think it will be because I think we've gotten used to coping with whatever the earth throws at us at this
Mm.
point. So I feel like we're all getting better at dealing with things, at coping with things. So I bet you 2022, I hope it's the year that we all learn to appreciate just little victories, right? Like once your
Yeah.
test comes back negative and you can leave the house, there's a victory, Hayley. There's a
Yeah,
victory.
exactly. I will be skipping down that road. I don't know what to, because no one else will be allowed out. But yes, it is. Hopefully, 2022 will be a lot brighter for a lot of us. Alison, have you seen any news stories today that have sort of caught your eye?
I have, and I really actually love this. As both Haley and I, we don't boast to be good cooks, okay? We get by. Haley and I both get by. We do the job of preparing and serving semi-nutritious meals. I don't even know that because I've never been. Haley's never cooked for me. Maybe that's something we should do.
No,
2022.
no, no.
Okay, okay, right on. We'll always
We'll
order
have
out. I love
takeaway,
it.
Alison. We'll
Yeah,
have a takeaway
I
night one
love it.
night.
I
I'm
love
not
it.
cooking.
But there was a dad slammed because what he did was instead of using plates this year for Christmas dinner, so he was in charge of doing Christmas dinner. So instead of using plates, what he decided was he was going to use the tinfoil trays, okay, recyclable tinfoil trays, and serve Christmas dinner in those and cook in those and do everything in that. That way, once he was done, he could just dispose of all the tinfoil trays. Now, some people got very angry at this because they were like, bad for the environment. But again, he specified recyclable. All right. So he recycled. He's like, my family does recycle. He's like, and I thought, and other people were like, well, you should, I love comments like this. "Well, the whole family should get involved with the cleanup afterwards. Cleaning up after Christmas dinner is a real family event." And I just thought, who are you? Who are these people? I like, oh, let's get all the kids together. Oh, it'll be great. What a fun. It's not one of those movies where someone's going to wash and dry and you're going to be like
Yeah.
flicking each other with that is not what happens after a Christmas meal. So I enjoyed this guy's approach. I was like, good on you, trying to make it the easiest that you can. But yeah, he really got
Yes.
slammed. He
I
really got slammed. Yeah.
People just want stuff to moan about, like we've said before. Like, I mean, it's the recyclable. He's saved on doing the dishes. Everyone is relieved in that house that they don't have to do the dishes because that's the
100%.
worst part of it, isn't it? Just like you could be
Yes.
what you should be slouching the couch. Slouching the couch is a good name for a book. It's like a Dr. Seuss book. Slouching the couch, watching Christmas television, eating pudding, not cleaning up. That is not a part of it. Like, no.
They're saying our generation and below us, Haley. Well, your generation, because I'm 100 I'm
Yeah.
180 now. I don't even know what my age. Every day we choose a new one. But they say that from us and below, a lot of us are going, I don't think Christmas dinner is worth all the effort. There's less and less
Mm.
people going through it like our moms and our moms. This was the way that they celebrated Christmas. They shared their love and their joy by slaving over an oven for probably 2 days and then cleaning for a day after. And none of us were ever really grateful. So our generation has gone, no. So kudos to the dad who used tinfoil plates. Well done, Pops. That's what I say.
Very, very well done to him. Get in touch. Invite us round to dinner because we won't have to do the dishes. We're talking the news story this morning on the Hayley and Allyson show, live on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts, via your Echo. The way to do so, if you don't know, for watching on an Echo show and can see Allyson doing a little dance, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us, or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone, get involved with the show that way, and leave us a little review while you're there. But we're talking the news stories this morning, and I've seen a news story in upi.com online. And it's, Allyson, you'll love this story if you haven't already read it, because this is about a pair of New Hampshire brothers who've been regifting the same box of candy to each other for 34 years. So,
Fantastic.
yeah, you're a big fan of a regift, but Ryan Watson said he gave his brother a Christmas-themed box of Lifesaver candy as a joke in 1987 because he knew his brother didn't like them. For getting these as a little joke, right? And his brother kept the box of candy all year so he could give them back to his brother the next Christmas. And this started a tradition which has gone on for 34 years, and then passing this box of candy back and forth since 1987. The brothers said their annual gifting has gotten creative with elaborate pranks they now do involving family, friends, and co-workers. So they said the chocolates actually melted one year. Of course he did. They've been going around since 1987. So we got the original box, and then we got a new box. So this has been going on a long time. But Allyson, you're a big fan of the regift. Any presents you've been regifting
100%. 100%. I'm a big fan of the regift. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but my mom got gifted a bunch of Christmas pillowcases. You know, like when you have cushions on your couch or settee, and you cover it with the little. And she got like a pack of like 6. And she was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these Christmas cushions. I don't even have that many cushions. I can't cover them all. So it's just a pack of covers. And I said, oh, Mom, well, you can re-gift them. And she's like, well, that's a great idea. So cushion covers will be the big re-gifts for next Christmas.
Yep, brilliant.
Yep.
Looking forward to receiving them off you, Allyson.
Very excited about that.
Why does this say Vicky's cushion? Vicky's Christmas cushion.
Mom, you shouldn't have given away that one. That's obviously they're gonna know it's a regift. But yeah, so that's the main regifting. I introduced my mother to the concept of regifting, so she's really into it. She always keeps a box of because she buys this cream online. I won't say the name of the company, and if you buy enough, she's obsessed with this company. It's like one of those, it's like Avon, but not Avon, one of those. And if you buy a certain amount, they send you free stuff. So she always just keeps it. And she always has a box of like ready to go, like it's somebody's birthday. So she'll be like hand cream, foot cream, and she'll just have all this, and she'll make a little packet real quick. So I've always been inspired by my mom. Always have those gift packs. So now the Christmas cushions are in that box as well. We're very excited.
Oh, well, there we go. That someone could be winning a good prize later in the
Vicky's
show.
Christmas cushion.
Vicky's Christmas cushions and a computer from 1902. And the big prizes you could be winning on the Hayley and Allyson show coming up very shortly, actually, because we're going to be doing the 1-star movie review very, very shortly. And after the 1-star movie review, it's our agony auntie section. So listen, if you've got a problem, sort of like you're not sure what to do because you've just heard on live radio that someone's regifted the Christmas cushions, you've got them, and you want to ask our advice, now's the time to do so, to get that in, because we're going to be answering them in the second half of the show. So if you have a problem, the command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved that way. But now it is time for the 1-star review game. So in this section of the show, we take a film that has been universally panned by a selection of people on the internet who are very, very angry about this said film. We're going to read out the reviews that they left online, and we would like you to guess what you think the film is. Now, just because these people have left this film a 1-star review does not mean it is a bad film. Everyone on the internet hates something. It could be like the best film in the world, and there's someone out there that goes, no, it's not for me. For example, me and Allyson, we are big fans of the film Grease 2. Turns out not that popular with a lot of people, especially people who love cinema. But these people have left this film a 1-star review. We're going to read you out several reviews that people have left online. And if you would like to make a guess, if you think, oh, I know what that film is, make a guess. The command to give to your device, the way to do so, is the word word say if you're watching on us an Echo show and you can see our faces, tired, weary Christmas faces. The command to give is the word say, followed by your guess. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv and you can type in your answer there. Get involved. You don't lose anything by making a guess incorrectly, but you could win a computer from Allyson's Canadian childhood home. That is from about 1902. If you're willing to pay £2,000 postage because it's that heavy. Big prizes on the Hayley and Allyson show. But Allyson, because I've been struck down with the old Rona, would you mind reading these today? Just because
Not at all. Not at all. So
don't think it's good radio to hear me coughing during the
I
pandemic.
completely understand. So what we like to do is when we read out these 1-star reviews, which again, to remind you, this could be a wonderful film, but these people are angry. They're angry people. So you can really feel the anger and agitation in these people that are writing the reviews. We like to give them background stories to create, motivation. We want motivation when we read these. So today I will be reading them all. Hayley will be giving me different motivations for each one. She's going to take it gentle on me today, though, because I am reading them all.
Okay, Allyson, let's see.
I'm just throwing that in right now, because what she normally likes to do, let's be honest, Hayley likes to look them over and find the shortest ones and lay claim to those, which I respect. But today I'm doing all of them, which is fine. I love acting. This will be a great challenge. So let's get started. Let's get into this. So
Allyson's going to read the first review. It's a 1-star review for a film, but what is the film? Allyson, I'd like you to read this in the style of a politician. Easy as that.
That's a great way to start. All right, politician. All right. The weekend was coming up. I had nothing better to do, so I fell into the trap of high-budget box office entertainment and paid $9.50 to see this movie. After the first 45 minutes of the film, I was thinking to myself that if I couldn't have spent the money any better. I was laughing at the end. I was laughing at the lead actor's reaction to his newfound abilities. I was getting drawn into the plot and looking forward to some action, and I even found myself rooting for the lead actor who was perfectly cast as the classic and predictable high school nerd. But things soon took a terrible turn. The acting became terrible, the plot became predictable, and the special effects became so unrealistic and visually flawed that I found them at the point of distraction.
Thank you, Allyson. But what is the film? Let's have a look at some of the clues. The big clues here are newfound abilities. This character has newfound abilities. Classic and predictable high school nerd. But what is the film? If you think you know and you think, I know the answer to this and I really need to tell Hayley and Allyson, then do make a guess. The command to give is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or if you're listening on an audio Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can type your answer there. It's dead easy to get involved. Make a guess. Make our day. Here we go. Another review, Allyson. Now, this is a different 1-star. They've all give this film 1 stars, the lowest of the low. As I found out when I performed at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in 2018. 1 star, who'd have thought? It's a bit cruel, isn't it? Anyway, 1-star review. But what is the film? Allyson, I'd like you to read this review out in the style of a woman called Edna. Yeah. She is 92 and her cat has gone missing. Is that okay?
Yes, that's great. 92-year-old woman named Edna. And her cat's missing. Okay. Snowflake? Snowflake. That's the cat's name.
Okay, thank you.
First of all, this one's for little children only. I know that comic books adaptations are not meant to be, say, A Clockwork Orange, but do yourself a favor and go watch Batman 1989. It's a great pleasure. Snowflake? Thanks to great director and, of course, Mr. Nicholson, this was a deadly boring movie. I watched this at the cinema, and everybody was loudly laughing any time when, with great power comes great responsibility, blah, 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 came from the screen. Many people left before the film ended, including my cat Snowflake that I can't find.
There we go.
Allyson Jude Smith, brilliantly read there. But what is the film? Listen, this one's got huge clues in. With great power comes great responsibility. I mean, big clue if ever there was one. It is a comic book adaptation. But what is the film? If you'd like to make a guess, the command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there. We're going to read out 2 more 1-star reviews. If we haven't made it easy enough for you, we're gonna make it easier. So Allyson, I'd like you to read this next review from a different person.
Yeah.
How would I like you to read this, Allyson? You're like, no, Hayley, please. I think it's a very good old person. So it's a man called Steve.
Okay.
And his tires just burst on the freeway. Fixing it.
Okay.
As he's reading this review.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Fixing a tire. Side of the highway. Okay. What was his name again? Sorry, I don't want to forget.
Yeah, it is important, Allyson. Please don't forget. His name is Steve.
Steve. All right, here we go. Oh, God, get this tire off. Give me a break. Top 200 movie of all time? Not even close. The bad guy in the movie was one of the worst characters I've ever seen. Ugh, this tire. It was just not a very good flick. It tried to build up the love between the main character and the girl, and then all of a sudden he just can't be with her? Please. This movie will become a cult movie and will get good ratings because people will be afraid to speak the truth, which was this movie wasn't very good. However, I feel the sequel might be better because they don't have to build up the character so much. Back to my tire.
Thank you, Allyson Jude Smith. If you've just joined us, this is the 1-star movie review game where we read out reviews that people have left from a movie. They've given it all 1 stars, but what is the film? Listen, we've given you these clues so far. Let's do a quick recap. It's a comic book adaptation. Sorry, Allyson, we're keeping you up there.
That one came right out of
nowhere. If you're listening on an audio only echo, I just seen the inside of Allison's tonsils in high definition. You can say what you like about this show, but professional isn't a word that's associated.
That one slipped out.
This film is a comic book adaptation. It includes the phrase, with great power comes great responsibilities. It's been voted in the top 200 movies of all time, so a lot of people like this. There's a love scene between the main character and the girl. We know there's a sequel, but what is the film? If you'd like to make a guess and you are watching us and seeing Allison's teeth and tonsils during that epic yawn, the command to give to your device, you say the name of your device. We can't say her name because she starts talking in everyone's homes. The name of your device followed by the word say followed by your guess. So device name, say, and your guess. As easy as that. Or if you're listening on an audio only echo, if you go to backchannel.tv on your phone or your device and type in your answer there, dead easy, get involved, make a guess. What is the 1-star movie that people are talking about? We know it's a comic book movie with the line, with great power comes great responsibility. There's so many comic book people at home screaming what the answer is, but let us know. One more review. This is another 1-star review that someone left for this particular film. But what is the film? Allyson, last time for you to read now. I'd like you to read this in the style. Okay, last one. Can you do any celebrity impressions, actually, Allyson?
I don't think so, Hayley. I can give it a go, but please don't make me do an accent.
Okay, so I want you to read this in the style of your mum.
Oh, you want me to read it like Vicky? Okay,
yeah,
I can do that.
Allison's currently staying, by the way, at her parents' home in Canada. So just keep it down, because otherwise your mum might come downstairs and want to know why you're talking like her.
Because my parents are seniors, but they're the opposite of your traditional seniors. You know, they say the older you get, the earlier you wake up. Absolutely not. My parents, they don't get up before 1 p.m. So here we go. Here we go. This is my mom, Vicky. She's from Prince Edward Island, Canada. Sounds a little bit like a Minnesota type of person. Here we go. You know, all those really cool special effects showing the hero looping through the city between the buildings? Well, about 97% of the film contains scenes that are not that.
which is to say that 3% of the film doesn't contain scenes that are boring and stretched out endlessly until you want to gouge your eyeballs out with a rusty spike. This dry, pointless, barren film has single-handedly sucked all the fun and joy out of this franchise forever.
It's very dramatic there, but what is the film? You want to make a guess? Do so now. The hero looping through the city from building to building. Who could it be? Can we make this easier? We're about to, because we're going to tell you a few more clues. This first movie adaptation of this franchise was released in 2002. It gets 7 out of 10 on IMDb, so quite a high rating for the old IMDb mark. And it starred, here we go, last massive clue, Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, and William Dafoe. But what is the film? Make your guess. The command to give to your device is the word say, if you're watching on an Echo show. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to Backchannel.tv, type your answer in there. We'll give you a few seconds to get your answer in. Are you a fan of comic book films, Allyson?
Do you know what I feel? Even if you weren't a fan of comic books, society has made us all become aware of them. Right? In the past few years, I mean, your DC worlds, your Marvel worlds, we all have learned, all the different types of comic book characters. In fact, it's interesting. Sometimes I'll watch a movie and I won't even know that it was originally a comic book, and my boyfriend will be like, "Oh yeah, that's from this." So I think we're all a bit more comic book oriented. What about you? Are you a comic book gal?
No.
Yeah.
Although I'm excited to watch the new Batman, because I've got a bit of a thing for the old Robert Pattinson. So I'm looking, it does look good. It was actually filmed, parts of it were filmed in Liverpool, which is where I currently reside in the UK.
The greatest city in the world.
Greatest city in the world, if you're a Scouser. Beatles, didn't you know? But it was part of it was filmed here during the pandemic. So I'll be interested to watch it, see if I recognise anywhere. You're getting all the glamour on the Echo show today, if you're watching, by the way. Allyson just readjusted her glasses, having a yawn.
Took sleep out of my eye.
Yeah, you can tell that we've had a few days break, can't you? Because we've come back in, pillar creases on our faces.
Just yawning, taking sleep out of our eyes.
But listen, if you're going to make a guess, do so now or forever hold your peace. The command to give to your device is the word say. If you're watching on an Echo show this morning, good morning, the word say followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone and type your guess in there. And I'm basically going to tell you what it is now, so get your guesses in very quickly, because here is the synopsis of the film. Here we go, Allyson. When bitten by a genetically modified spider, like you do, a nerdy, shy, and awkward high school student gains spider-like abilities that he eventually must use to fight evil as a superhero after tragedy befalls his family. All these superheroes, I feel for them because they always lose their families, don't they? But what is the film, Allyson? Tell us what the film is. Put people out of their misery.
Everyone, it is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is our film.
He's been bitten by a genetically modified spider. It's a phobia of us all.
It is a phobia of us all, spiders in general. Did you ever watch the old Spider-Man cartoons? Did you guys have them? Like the original, original for me was a child.
No, I don't recall them, but I have been to Universal Studios in Florida and been on the Spider-Man ride, and they play the cartoons as you're going around the place. So I've seen bits of them there.
It's very fun because it's very comic book, because the cartoon also back in the day was not, so it was whenever he'd like fly from building to building, you can tell they just used the same like kind of cutaways every single time. You're like, oh, there he is going from that building to that building.
Taking the same route to work every day.
every crime, you had to go the same way. And when he would like, pew, shoot out the noises that it made. I don't know. I'm childhood. I'm having memories right now.
She's having childhood memories. I was a big He-Man fan back as a child.
Loved him. By the power of Grayskull. Yeah, you bet.
Loved his little outfit. Very great.
Would you like an exotic dancer with that outfit? I'm keeping it clean for family listening, but wouldn't that be fun?
He-Man, what a guy. But that was the 1-star review. We'll be doing another 1-star review game tomorrow. So if you didn't guess today, guess tomorrow. It's always tomorrow, as Annie used to say. But now It's time for our agony auntie section. In this section of the show, yes, myself and Allyson are your glamorous young aunties. And listen, if you've got a problem and you would like us to discuss it, I'm not saying solve it, because Allyson, what's a disclaimer?
We are not, believe it or not, professionally accredited therapists.
We are not.
No. But what we are two people who want to hear, can offer some suggestions. We also like to always encourage people listening, hey, if you've been through something like this and you think you have a little bit of advice for these people going through these situations in their lives, by all means, please get a hold of us. Let us know what you think as well. But yeah, so we just like to air things. We chat about it. Maybe we'll give you some solutions, hopefully some options. But again, not professional therapists. And
We
with
are
that
not.
warning,
Yes, although we will invoice you like we are trained
we're
professionals.
happy to
No,
do
this
that.
is free advice because it's not going to be good. But listen, if you have a problem you'd like us to talk about on the Hayley and Allyson show on Backchannel this morning, get involved with the show. The command to give to your device is the word say, or you can type your problem in backchannel.tv. And whilst you're on backchannel.tv, why not leave us a little review? Let us know what you think of the show. If you're enjoying it, let us know. If you could specifically write, Hayley is looking radiant this morning, that would be lovely as well. But also, it's your chance to let us know what you think of the skills on your Alexa, and if there's anything we can improve, you can put that in the box as well. But now it is time for our first problem of our agony auntie section. So this problem, Allyson, is from Michael in North Carolina. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning,
Now,
Michael.
they say, my manager has asked me to work with her on an upcoming national holiday, but then said to another member of the team that she doesn't expect him to be available. Is this favoritism, or am I overreacting? Obviously, I'll get paid for the work that I do, but it seems unfair to me that she expects me to be available to work, but not others. Allyson, what do you think?
Well, I mean, Michael, thank you for writing in. Obviously, I completely understand your agitation, but I think we maybe need to look at a bigger picture. I mean, Michael, is there a chance that maybe this fellow coworker has worked other holidays? Maybe they've worked some hours in the past, so this time she's like, you know what? I'm going to delegate it to this worker because that worker did that. So that's just something I'm putting out there. Maybe this is, their break. Moving forward, if it's always you that she or they are getting to work, I mean, then I'd start to be a little bit like, hey, I'm not always so available. But I think maybe just look at it this time, like, is it just she needs you this one time? I would say if you could continually feel this happening, then you could have a little discussion with her about your hours of operation, how much time you do have. But yeah, I would explore things a bit further, because maybe this other worker's already done her a favor, so she's doing him or her a favor right now. Those are my thoughts. Yeah.
There we go. Allyson June Smith with the good advice there. I would say, no, I'm not coming into work. It's a holiday. So, and you could lose your job with that advice there. Just a suggestion, Michael. Excuse me. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. This is your agony auntie section part of the show where we offer possible bad advice, possible life-changing. The command to give to your device, if you have a problem you'd like us to talk about, is the word say, or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone and type your problem in there. Allyson, give me a problem. Give me a problem.
Yes. Okay, let me give you a problem. Alex from Idaho has written in, someone who I am romantically interested in has recently become available. How quick is too quick before I make a move?
Okay, Alex. So, I mean, if you're in the room while their partner's just dumped them, then that's too quick. They can't say, look, this relationship's over, and then you're at the window going, do you want to go on a date? That would be too quick, in my opinion. It all depends on the person, really. If they were in an unhappy relationship, if they've not been with them that long, maybe that's a time that you could just pop in and say, I mean, do you know that they're interested in you, Alex? Or are you just, is it a one-way street? Lots of questions. I always have a lot of follow-up questions.
Yep.
But if they've been in a long-term relationship and they're heartbroken, you need to wait a little bit. because
Yeah.
one thing, you don't want to be getting into a rebound relationship, but secondly, they won't want to get involved with anyone for a little bit. What do you
No,
think,
and
Ali?
I agree with you, Hayley. And in fact, even if this person did immediately get involved with someone, because here's the thing, like Hayley said, you don't want to be the rebound one. So you might be worried, oh, I don't want to miss my chance. But I'm telling you, the first one after a breakup is never going to last, right? And if it does, then there are some other red flags in the person that, need to be identified and talked about. So maybe they're not the one for you. So Alex, I believe bide your time, be friendly, form, some relationships with them, maybe try to have some chats, some giggles. I would say be a person who is, a little bit of a ray of light maybe in their lives. But I warn you of this, Alex. Don't be the person that they start talking about the ex to or the problems from the relationship, because what will happen is you will quickly go into that friend zone. You will quickly be the one that they talk to about all the issues of the past relationships, and you don't want that. So, Alex, I think it is a matter of biding your time, but also keeping being there, but keeping a distance. Because also you got to see how this person deals with the breakup. I mean, this person that you're romantically interested in, let's see what they're like after a breakup to be sure that you're still romantically interested in them. I'll put that out there as well, Yeah.
Yeah, because if they're smashing the house up, then there might be a few red flags that you think, "Oh, I don't know this myself." Um,
Oh, you burned your ex's car,
oh,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
that is a thing we need to talk about. But yeah, just look out for those signs, Alex. Or Alex, what you could do is let us know their number, tell us your annual income. We'll ring them, tell them how much you earn, see if
Mhm.
they're interested that way. Send us a picture. We're talking your problems this morning on the Hayley and Allyson show. If you have a problem you'd like us to discuss, then get involved with the show. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. And Joe from Arkansas. Is that how you say it, Allyson?
Yes, you did it perfectly.
Thank you. I said, they've been in touch, and they said, a few years ago, I lost a parent. While, of course, it was very sad at the time, I've taken steps to process it and now feel like I'm in a position where I can move on. Excuse me. I apologize for that. It's not what you want to hear during a
Don't
pandemic,
worry
is it?
about it, girl. You're getting through things. Yeah.
I'm getting through things, but there we go. They said, yeah. So I'll read that again. Sorry, Joe. Joe said, a few years ago, I lost a parent. While, of course, it was very sad at the time, I've taken steps to process it and now feel like I'm in a position where I can move on. My sister, on the other hand, wants us to get together on the anniversary of our parents' passing to mourn all over again. Talk about our favourite memories, look at photographs, etc. This is too far for me. How do I tell her to cool it? Or is it awful of me to not want to grieve with her every year? I mean, grieving is hard and people deal with grief in different ways. So your sister finds it comforting to discuss, your parents and look at happy memories and things like that. That's a comfort to her. And obviously you, on the other hand, might find it distressing. It might be worth having a chat with your sister saying, look, as much as I miss my mum and dad, I don't find it comforting when we talk about them. I deal with my grief in different ways. What do you think, Allyson?
Yeah, I agree. Because it is tricky. Like you said, everyone grieves in different ways. Um, and grieving is for us that are still here, thinking about those that aren't with us anymore. And so it's really important that we all feel that it is safe to grieve in our own way. And I think, like Hayley said, having a discussion with your sister to just say, look, I want to give you my support. But for me, it's like tearing open an old wound. It's not helping me heal. So what can I do in this process without necessarily maybe having to, maybe you could offer, if your sister's going to do this, if she wants people to get together, you could be like, look, can I write a letter? Can I share some memories that you guys could have there? But I just can't go through it all again. So you could offer perhaps a way to be involved. Maybe you could even say like, look, I'd love to put together a little slideshow. I'll, on the computer or something, I'll put some pictures together, so you can be like, I want to be a part. I want to help you, celebrate them. But I just can't emotionally go through that all again. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you show them that you're willing to be apart as much as you can. This is establishing boundaries, and Joe, you shouldn't feel guilty about that at all, because you want to show love and support to your family, but I mean, you're not going to be able to support or love your family if you are still in these emotions of pain and despair, which you're working really hard to get past. So I think you need to explain to your sister, look, your process is your process, and I love you, and I'll do what I can. But I've worked really hard on my process of getting through things. So I hope you can respect that and know my boundaries and limits. I think an open conversation like that, it should be fine. I would say. And if not, then just say that to your sister and give her some time to sit with that. I'm sure she'll realize over time, you're trying to do the best for everyone.
Brilliant. Thank you, Allyson. We're talking your problems here on the Hayley and Allyson show this morning. Good morning if you've joined us. Doug, good morning, Doug. He said, hello, Hayley and Allyson. Good morning to you, Doug. We hope you are well this morning. Thank you for getting involved with the show. If, like Doug, you'd like to say hello as well, do. It makes our day. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type in whatever you'd like to tell us this morning within reason. Breakfast show. Or while you're there, by the way, on backchannel.tv, please do leave a review of the show. Hit the leave a review button and let us know what you think of the show, or if there's any improvements you'd like to make. Obviously, we can't improve on myself and Allyson, but technologically, am I saying that correct? Technologically, oh God, it's been a long Christmas, hasn't it?
It has been a long Christmas. Or if there's certain segments that you really like, let us know about that. Be like, oh, I love playing that one. So, and especially Doug, you've been with us from the beginning, I think. So it's lovely to have you still with us, Doug. Hope you're having a great day.
OG. But we're talking your problems now. So if you have a problem you would like us to solve, like the A-Team, except without a van, and there's only two of us, the command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved that way. But now it's time for producer Will to give our lovely Allyson a problem. There he is in his parents' box room.
Thank you, Hayley. Okay, this problem comes from Ash. Ash from South Dakota.
Ooh.
I said, my parent, nope, no, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Start that again, didn't say that at all.
Who was it they said? Yeah,
my partner clearly spent quite a lot of money on me for Christmas, but the gifts aren't very personal, and I feel like he doesn't even know me. Am I being unreasonable for being upset? Impersonal Christmas gifts, Ellie, what do you think?
Well, Ash, have you explained to your partner in the past how for you it is the thought behind the gift as opposed to the gift? Because look, gift giving is a tricky thing. And for some people, look, they don't want an emotionally filled background present. They're like, I wanted this video game. You got me the video game. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I don't want you to feel as though your partner isn't appreciating you or being loving, but have you had this discussion with them? I mean, we can't expect people to be mind readers in our lives, right? So for us, if we put out these really thoughtful gifts and, here's a locket of your hair from the first time we,
It's creepy.
I know it's really lovely. And I'm sure, it's very meaningful, but some people, that's just not the way they show their love. Right. Sometimes people, when it comes to gifts are just objects to them. So they get you things that you could use or that you want. Sometimes people show their love in other ways by services of love. So, I mean, maybe your partner does a lot of nice things for you, and that's the way they show the intimacy and the connection they have. Whereas when it comes to the gift giving, maybe it's just like, oh, you always said you wanted a kettle, so I got you a kettle. Like to them, they're like, I thought I did good. Yeah. So I would say if it really bothers you, Ash, maybe have this conversation with them and be like, look, I love my presents. Thank you so much. Moving forward, it's not about what you spend on the gifts. It's about what they are. So use this as an opportunity to express that. Now, if you've done that before and you're just annoyed by this behavior, then just another lovely follow-up conversation might be what's in order. But yeah, I don't think you're being unreasonable, though. I just think there needs to be some clear communication about why it is that gifts. Yeah.
It's about explaining that it doesn't matter how expensive it is. Oh, I can see that you spent a lot of money and that's great. But what's more important to me is not how expensive they are. It's the sentimental value or, the thought that there's been put in behind them.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Another excellent problem solved, Allyson. High
I
five.
think we did a great job there. High five. Yeah, do it again. High five.
My hand's so much bigger than yours, though.
Eh.
That was our best one yet. Here's Hayley. Hi, Hayley.
Thanks, producer Will. I
You're so
do
welcome.
think the price of a gift is important, and I will Google it and see how much you spent.
See how much you spend. Mhm.
Thank
It is
you.
true. That is a fact because Hayley has already Googled a few gifts she's received this year. And
I have.
like,
I was like,
look
did
at
you
you.
know how much this is worth? So
Yeah.
I am that petty. Thank you for joining us if you are this morning. Listen, we're here till 8 p.m., but 8 p.m. No, we're not.
No,
That
we
is
are
a
not here
really
till
long
8 p.m.
I mean, you're like, what? How are they going to create content for that? No, 8 a.m., thankfully. But there are shows here all day on Backchannel, so stick around because coming up after ourselves here on the Hayley and Allyson show is Liv Harrison with her show Live Every Day. She's here 8 till 10. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. And at 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with his show, Your Pal Hal. But we do have a fun-packed hour coming up, Allyson. In the next hour, what is coming up? Do the jingle.
Dun, 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 dun,
Coming up in this, Doug, you're seeing this for the first time. Coming up in the second part of the show, it is our competitive game of true or false. It's only competitive because I make it that way. We are going to be playing a new game which is called Guess the Headline. And we also end the show on a fun fact you can take away and tell your friends. That's all coming up in the second half of the Hayley and Allyson show live on Backchannel.
na 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 na. There we go.
Really do need to get those jingles for January. Listen, Backchannel is the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us, your hosts. All this technology, and we've got no jingle. You can interact with us this morning by giving your device the command, the word "say." Can I just apologise if you just joined us? I've had a bout of the old corona this Christmas, so I'm slightly more what's the word, Allyson? I can't even find the right words. Slightly more chaotic than normal.
Yeah, she's just keeping it together, but your brain is tired. Your brain is tired. You've had a little lack of oxygen. You're doing what you can, and I think you're doing a banging great job, Hayley.
Oh, thank you, Allyson. This is why it's always good to have a Canadian giving you self-esteem boosts. But now it is time. Well, that's what I was going to say. Get involved in the next section of the show because we love this section. It's our true or false section. Myself and Allyson go head-to-head in a game of competitive true or false. Competitive because I make it that way. I won last season. Like we're on a Netflix special. Last season. I won.
Season 1.
I won.
She did.
So every day here on the Hayley and Allyson show, we go head to head, take it in turns to answer a true or false question. It's dead easy. As Allyson says, there's only 2 ways you can get it right or wrong. 50-50 chance of getting it right. So if you would like to make a guess and you know the answer, then help us out. The command to give to your device is the word "say" if you're watching on an Echo show and can see my wooden background. Or if you are listening on an audio-only Echo, go to backchannel.tv. You can type true or false in there. Get involved with the show that way. Would you like to go first or second today, Allyson? I'll let you decide.
I feel like I went first on the last game, so why don't I ask you the first one? Is that okay? I'll ask you the first true or false.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, go. Hit me.
She's not a big fan of that, everyone.
Well, it's just the way that you've obviously remembered that you went first.
Why don't you then ask me? I'm happy to do it the other way too. I'm perfectly happy, Hayley.
I've just looked at both the questions. They're both equally as hard, so it's fine. You go first.
Right. Okay. I'll ask you the first question. Here we go. And again, get involved. We have Sing with us again. Hi, Sing. I hope you had a nice Christmas. We're playing true and false. Please feel free to get involved. All right. So, Hayley, question number 1. A man from the USA consumed his 26,000th.
I mean, you're going to have to get the question out before I can answer, Allyson.
It's real bad. The USA consumed his 26,000th Big Mac on October 11th, 2012, after eating at least one a day for 40 years. Okay, so a man from the USA consumed his 26,000th Big Mac on October 11th, 2012, after eating at least one a day for 40 years. Is that true or is that false, Hayley?
I mean, what a man. What a guy. Imagine dating him. Where are we going for dinner tonight? Posh restaurant? No.
No.
I'm going to eat a Big Mac every day for 40 years. Oh, Mr. Darcy.
Like, not even changing it up, not even throwing a quarter pounder in there now and again.
No,
No,
just a
sticking with the Big Mac. Yeah.
that can't be true because would he be alive? 40 years and he's had a Big Mac every single day. It wouldn't surprise me because genuinely wouldn't surprise me. I've got a feeling like it could be true, but if I could do maths, I'd be able to work this out, but I can't. So I'm gonna go false.
Okay. You're saying false. If anyone out there has any input, please let us know. Say to your device, or go to backchannel.tv and type it in. Hayley said false, that a
If
man...
you are that man that's a Big Mac every single day, what are you
Put your
doing
Big
with your
Mac
life?
down and join us here on Backchannel. Well, Hayley, you have said false. Listen, it's okay. It's just the first question of the game. It is true. A man from the USA did consume 26,000 Big Macs on October 11th after eating at least one a day for 40 years. Unfortunately, Hayley, that is true. So you did not get the point. And this
Do we know his name? Is it Ronald McDonald by any chance?
Is it Ronald McDonald? No, they did not give us a name.
Hamburglar? No.
I mean, maybe we could look it up. I mean, Will, no pressure, but if you have a moment while we're going through his
look him up, Will. Get his name and his number because I would like to have a word with him.
We need to speak to him. We're concerned about him.
Someone needs
I want to send him some probiotics. I want to make sure his gut health is okay. I am concerned for him. Brilliant.
Just concerned. There we go. We're playing true or false here on the Hayley and Allyson show. Allyson, it's your time for a question. Okay. The longest distance swam underwater in one breath is 200 meters. I was going to say is probably in a Fast and Furious film. The longest distance swam underwater in one breath is 200 meters. But is that true or is it false? Is it true or is it false?
Is it false? I feel like, I don't know why, but my first instinct is to say true. I feel like I've heard this somewhere.
Probably
just rolled her eyes so hard, everyone. They almost came out of her head. I'm saying true. I'm going true, unless somebody out there knows for a fact. But the longest distance swam underwater in one breath. So like hold it, go under the water, do it, is 200 meters. I'm saying true. I'm going true. If there's any swimmers listening out there, please let me know if I'm totally off. But I'm going to say the longest distance, yes, true, is 200 meters.
Yes, it is true, Allyson. Let's move on. I couldn't do that for 2 seconds. Could you?
No. Oh my gosh. Because I'd get panicky, to be honest with you. I'd be like, ugh. Like, I love swimming, but I don't put my head under the water all that often. I like my body to be in the water and my head above the water. I like to breathe. Yeah.
Producer Will's just give us a fact about the man who's ate a Big Mac every day since the 11th of October 2012. His name is Donald A. Gorski, and he's the American world record holder known as the Big Mac enthusiast. How did he get that name? By eating a Big Mac a day. I wonder if he's single. Let us know.
He was born in 1953. 1953. You know what I think is interesting is I would love to hear a review in his opinion of the Big Mac and how it's changed over the years. You know, you'd be like, I remember in 1965 when the patties were, you know, they were larger than that, you know, like I would love to hear how's the Big Mac evolved? Has it gotten worse? Has it gotten better? What are your opinions, Donald? Producer Will, what are your thoughts?
Hayley, you asked if he was single. I can tell you that he's not. He's been married to his wife Mary since 1973.
Well, what a lucky woman Mary is.
Producer Will, on the other hand, still single.
Still single. But a man who
and I probably eat about one. So what I'm saying, I probably eat maybe one Big Mac a quarter. So what I'm saying is that I need to up my Big Mac intake, and then love will come my way.
There we go. Producer Will there. If you are single and would like to date Producer Will, get in touch. We are playing competitive true or false here on the Hayley and Allyson show. It's my turn for a question. It is 1-0 to Allyson. My question. Let's go, Ali. Let's go.
All right,
Get
let's
it
do this.
right.
Haley. The fastest time to eat 15 Ferrero Rocher is 1 minute and 10 seconds. Is that true or is that false? The fastest time to eat 15 Ferrero Rocher is 1 minute and 10 seconds. True or false,
Now,
Haley? What do you think?
I think we've had this question before, because I remember you, Allyson, saying, "Are the Ferrero Rochers unwrapped?"
Unwrapped.
So I think I know the answer.
Okay. What do
And
you think,
listen,
Haley?
I'm happy about that. I am very happy about.
I know
I
you are.
think
She's delighted. Look at her little face.
I think it's false because I think there was the. Oh, now I'm questioning myself.
You know what? Trust your gut. If there's one thing
Okay,
we've learned with true and false, it's trust the gut.
unless you have been eating a Big Mac a day
Do
for
not trust your
22
gut.
years, and do not trust your gut because you will need to bring spare pants with you. Okay, I'm going to go false. That was my initial reaction.
Great.
Is that right?
Well, yeah. Haley, you are absolutely right. It is false. Yes. It is 2 minutes and 22 seconds. That is the fastest time to eat 15 Ferrero Rocher. Yep. Absolutely.
But what was the
False.
quickest way to say Ferrero Rocher, Allyson? Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher. Ferrero Rocher.
This is true and false with Hayley and Allyson. True. Hayley and Allyson can't speak properly this morning. Here we go. Allyson, your question. It is 1-1 the score currently. If you'd like to make a guess, if you think you know the answer and you're like, I know Donald A. Gorski and he does eat hamburgers every day, then get in touch. The command to give to your device if you're watching on an Echo show is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your little guesses in there, or if you watch it on YouTube, just put it in the comments in the box below. I don't know why I have to type. That's such a boomery thing. Just type
You're
it.
on YouTube. You do this. This is how you type.
This is how you type.
Use your fingers.
Use your fingers. You don't have to anymore. You can just say to your device. Here we go.
That's
So
right.
you can. Allyson, really easy question for you now. True or false? The heaviest aircraft pulled by a single man weighed 188.83 tons and was pulled 8.8 meters. So easy. Allyson, the heaviest aircraft pulled by a single man weighed 188.83 tons and was pulled 8.8 meters. But is that true, Allyson, or is it false?
Okay, look, I think 8.8 meters is quite some distance. I mean, if they had said pulled at 2 meters, I might be willing to go there. I feel something about it is false. I feel there's something. If you are the person who pulled the plane, if you could let me know, if you're still with us, I don't know, after pulling that
Allyson,
much
don't
weight.
make it bleak.
Sorry. I didn't mean. Good morning.
Happy
I'm
holidays.
gonna say false. I'm going false. I think 8.8 meters is too far to pull an aircraft. Yeah, I'm going false.
Okay,
That's what I'm
Allyson.
saying.
It's true.
Get out.
Yeah. They
Oh
pulled
my
the aircraft
gosh.
8.8 meters, and the man who pulled it was Donald A. Gorski. It's not just a little joke about the hamburger man, but it is true though. Whoever it was, very strong. I love watching the world's strongest man competition, don't you?
It is quite fascinating because
None of them look
it's
fit. I just don't know how they do it. Like
No.
none of them look. If I had money on them, I'd be like, they just look like men in a pub. You'd be like,
Yeah.
but they can literally lift
So
planes.
like 8 huge like tires and they always in the UK, I don't know if they do it in the States, but don't they? It's always around Christmas. Is it on Christmas Day? They have like the world's strongest man competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always watched it with my Danny and my father-in-law because they both used to lift weights. And so every year we watch it. And I always find it so interesting that we're watching these men lifting these weights while eating pork pie and
Yeah.
like
Some more
stuffing our
cheese.
faces. Yeah. Is there any more of that brie left? Look at this guy and what he can do. It's very interesting to me. But yeah, I'm with you, Hayley. It's fun to watch. It's
Yeah,
fascinating.
but it's amazing the length she'll go to avoid watching it by flying back home to Canada this holidays.
It's true.
Oh, can't see it this year. But Allyson, we're drawing now, are we?
We are. We're 1-1, Hayley. We're 1-1.
Yeah, okay. Last question.
Last question.
Last question.
All right. Here we go. Hayley.
Yes.
The record for the fastest time to solve a Rubik's Cube one-handed one-handed solve a Rubik's Cube, wow, I can't talk, is 37 seconds. Is that true or false? The record for the fastest time to solve a Rubik's Cube one-handed is 37 seconds. True or false?
I think it's quicker than that because I've seen these people do Rubik's Cubes, like, ridiculously quick. 37 seconds with one hand.
Yeah.
I mean, how did they learn? They've got too much free time.
Look,
Do
if
you know
any
what I
of
mean?
you
I
right
haven't
now out
finished
there
7
are
Sunset season 3 yet, and it's been out weeks. So how are these people finishing a Rubik's Cube
I'm
with
with
one
you. I'm
hand?
with if you are one of these people that are now doing a Rubik's Cube one-handed, don't worry. You don't have to put it down. You can simply join in. Just say to your device the word "say" while you're working on your Rubik's Cube and let us know, do you think this is true or is it false? That the record for the fastest time to solve a Rubik's Cube one-handed is 37 seconds.
I
What
think
do you
it's
think?
less than that because I've seen these people on TV doing Rubik's Cubes, and they seem to be quick. I know it's one-handed, but I still think it's quicker than that because they can do it two-handed in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I think it's quicker than that. I'm going to go false.
You're going false? You think it's
Yeah.
quicker than that? Okay.
Mhm.
Haley,
Yes.
you're going to be real happy. Because guess what? It is false. And even your logic is the reason why. Get this false. It is 12.56 seconds.
I knew
That
it. Yeah,
you
because they're
did.
so quick.
Yeah. And even one-handed, 12.56 seconds for solving a Rubik's Cube. So, Haley, you are
Thank you.
smart. And also, you have won today. You are the winner for True and False for December 29th, Wednesday.
Can I have that engraved on a trophy, please?
Yes, you can.
Yes, that was true or false, competitive because I make it that way and I won. So I'm very happy for the rest of the day now. Thank you, Allyson.
You're welcome.
Listen, this is a Hayley and Allyson show. We're here till 8 a.m. If you would like to get involved with the show, the way to do so, dead easy here on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with your hosts via your device. The command to give to your device if you're watching on an Echo show is the word say. So you say the name of your device followed by the word say and whatever you'd like to tell us. Or you can go to backchannel.tv on your phone. And while you're there, why not hit the leave a review button and let us know what you think of Backchannel and myself and Allyson. Maybe not actually. Do you know what? I hate reviews. Don't you? Like, because myself and
Oh.
Allyson, if you don't know, and this feeds into the next segment, we're stand comedians based in the UK. Allyson is obviously Canadian. She doesn't mention it. She hardly ever talks about it. Every 10
You've
seconds.
done a good job of doing it for me today, Haley. I want you to know this is the thing. I put the rhetoric in Haley's brain so much that now she just says it before I even say it. Because I am from Calgary, Alberta, Canada,
Home of the
1988
1988
Winter Olympic
Olympics.
Games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we
Who
go.
was in the Winter Olympic Games in 88?
I
Haley?
did the Eagle Jamaican bobsleigh team.
There we go. Brilliant. She's learned. So that is where I am from. Very exciting. But yes,
we're
we are
comics.
comedians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we get reviewed a lot. Sometimes when we don't want to, when we come off stage and people tell us, drunk people telling you what they think of your stand-up is real fun. Really gets you in the Christmas mood. But producer Will, because he knows we're both comics, has put a segment in the show today. It's called Professional Comedians Review Christmas Cracker Jokes. Allyson, do the jingle.
Christmas cracker joke review by comedians.
It's very low, that one.
Yes, it went low. It went Christmas cracker reviews by comedians. Yeah, it's a bit hyper. It's hyper.
Yeah,
happier,
comedians,
yeah.
not singers. So we're going to review some Christmas cracker jokes. Producer Will has been busy pulling crackers left, right, and centre, getting the jokes out with him for this segment of the show. But see if you can think. Actually, if you think, because the thing with Christmas cracker jokes is usually they're very, very obvious, so you can see the joke coming. So if you think you know what the joke is, why not fill in the blank? The command to give to your device is the word "say," or if you can think of an alternative, maybe do that as long as it's clean. We're a breakfast show. Or
Absolutely.
go to backchannel.tv. But here's the first one. Allyson, what do you call a polar bear wearing earmuffs?
What do you call a polar bear wearing earmuffs?
It's a funny visual. It's a funny
Silent
visual.
Night? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm trying to
Comedians.
Christmassy. I'm trying to Christmassy. I don't know. Haley, what do you call a polar bear wearing earmuffs?
Anything you want. He can't hear you.
Hey. Now, my review of that joke, I do enjoy it, is a misdirectional, everyone. That is a misdirectional. So it's trying to get you to actually think about, what polar bear earmuffs you're thinking about it, and then boom, it hits you with whatever you want. They can't hear you. So I like that. I like that misdirectional joke. For me, as a professional comedian, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. As far as Christmas cracker jokes go, 6 out of 10 I'm giving it.
Okay, Allyson, give me one. Give me one.
Okay. Hayley,
Yes.
what's a dog's favorite carol? What's a dog's favorite Christmas carol?
Okay. Howling Night. No, that doesn't go. Silent Night. I'm trying to think. Sausages. I can't. I mean, this is not showing us up for the comics we are.
Or is it? Is it actually doing us a favor, the fact that we can't find...
I'm trying to think of actual Christmas carols. I
You're
don't
on the right,
know.
you're on the right
Oh,
path.
am I?
You're on the-
Okay, I'm trying
Yeah,
to think.
yeah.
Give me some Christmas carols. Give me some Christmas carols.
Well, I'm not gonna give you the name of the Christmas carol because you'll get it. Okay,
Okay.
I'll help you
It's
find
something
it. Okay.
like that. It's a pun, isn't it? So it'll be
Yeah.
like, oh,
So think of, instead of hark, the herald angels sing. What do you think, Hale?
bark, bark.
Bark, the herald angels sing.
Yeah.
Out
As
of
a-
10,
as a-
Hayley.
out of
Out of 10.
Terrible. But I mean, I couldn't come up with it off the top of my head, but I knew it was that way. I mean,
You
that's
were
a dad
going.
joke. It's a dad
Yeah.
joke.
It
I
is.
do like a pun on a Christmas cracker. I'm gonna give it a 6 again, Allyson.
You're generous. I was going down to a 4 on that
All
one,
right,
but all
okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
my
you're
standards
good.
are lower than yours. Hey, Allyson, here's one for you. That's
Yeah.
what family members say to you at Christmas. Here's
Hey,
one for you. Put
use this in
little
your skit. Yeah.
What do you call a penguin on the desert? In a desert. What do you call a penguin in a desert?
What do you call a penguin in a desert? Black and white. Oh, a penguin
Here we
in a
can
desert.
see Allyson working out the thought process of the journey.
A penguin is, they're usually in cold places, but it's in the desert, so that's weird. That's a weird placement of an animal, so it's funny because of that. Hot. I'm gonna say, what do you call a penguin that's in a
Oh!
desert? Hot.
Well, do you know what, Allyson? You're on the right trail of thought there, because this Christmas cracker joke. What do you call a penguin in a desert? Lost.
Hey, okay, there we go.
Yeah, so you
All
were on the
right.
right train of thought. Similar thing, but the answer was lost. I quite enjoyed that joke.
I did too. I'm gonna go 7 out of 10 for that one, for a
Oh,
Christmas
wow,
cracker
she's
joke.
going real big there.
Yeah,
She's
but if you
going-
deliver it correctly at the table, that would get a good laugh, I think. Even Uncle Al, who wears his crown upside down out of the cracker, I think would laugh at that one.
There we go.
Does anyone in your family do that when you crack the crackers and you get the crowns? Because everyone, so Christmas crackers, this is international. You open the cracker, you share it with someone, you get the crown, you put the crown on, you get a joke, you get a little toy or something inside of there. And there's always one person in the family that thinks it's really funny to wear the crown upside down. Hey, wild Uncle Al wearing that crown upside down. There he is. Yeah.
There was a comedian on Twitter who posted a Christmas cracker joke, and this is a really good one. So it's comedian at Jim Daly Comedy, and it was one that he actually got inside his cracker. He's put a little picture up of it, and it said, "How did Scrooge win the football game?
I don't know. How did Scrooge win the football game?
The ghosts of Christmas past." Ghost of Christmas.
Pass the ball. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one.
If you've had any good Christmas cracker jokes and you've kept them, I don't know why. Why have you done that? For a segment of the show, the command to give to your device is the word "say." Let us know what your favourite Christmas cracker joke is, or go to backchannel.tv. You can let us know there. Give us another, Ali. Give us another.
Okay. I love this one. Okay. This is okay.
Oh,
What do you? Yeah. Why is a turkey never hungry at Christmas, Hayley?
Because it's dead.
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah. Technically, yeah.
Because it's on the middle of your table.
You were kind of on the right track, yeah.
mm,
Why is a turkey never hungry at Christmas?
Sorry to be bleak this Christmas, everybody. She's asked this person the wrong joke, because I am a vegetarian. I don't know, Allyson. Why? Why is a turkey never hungry at Christmas?
Why is the turkey never hungry at Christmas? He's stuffed. Now, do you guys, here's the thing. Whenever I've had Christmas dinner in the UK, the stuffing doesn't actually go in the turkey, does it?
Some people do. Some people just buy it and put
Yeah.
it in the oven.
Because it's a
Good.
different type of stuffing. Just so you know, North America, people in the US and Canada, we use a bread stuffing, and it's a bread stuffing that you make and you shove it in the turkey, and it cooks in the turkey, and then you get a bread stuffing. But stuffing in the UK is meat a lot of the time. It is a pork kind of ground meat with some leek, maybe some spices. My mom always says, "Why the stuffing in the UK is better because it's meat." She gets very excited. I personally like a bread stuffing, and they stuff it in. So that's why turkey's never hungry at Christmas, because he's stuffed.
Can I just ask, Alison, this is completely irrelevant to the show and probably something
Yeah.
we should have a chat about off air. But where did you meet? Because Alison's mum is Canadian and your dad is from Manchester in the UK. Where did they actually meet?
They met in the city at Calgary, in Calgary. They went to a dance. This is a fun little story. And there
Oh,
was like a dance evening, and my dad spotted, this woman across the floor.
and
So
then he said,
and then he went on over to her and he asked her to dance, and she'd already been asked to dance. So then my dad asked my mom to dance, and that's how they met. Yeah. It was actually her sister that my dad was going to ask at first.
No, is that true? I
Yeah.
thought that was just a little bit of your routine.
No. He was heading over to my mom's sister to ask her to dance, and then somebody beat. So then my dad asked my mom. Yeah.
Oh, that
And
is such a beautiful
he
story.
said, spotted a woman from across the room, made his way over to her, and then she was unavailable. So he went with the other one beside her. Yeah.
It's
He
almost
went
as
for
beautiful as the woman who married the man who ate a hamburger every night.
every
Oh,
single night. Yeah.
beautiful
My
story,
father's
Alison. I'm
name
glad you
is
told it.
Donald Gorski. No.
Donald, if you're listening, get in
Uh,
touch if you're not queuing up at McDonald's this morning. This is the Hayley and Alison show. We are reviewing Christmas cracker jokes this morning. Our lovely producer, Will, he emptied every single cracker in his parents' house for us to do this segment. So we need to crack on with it. Crack on. Cracker jokes.
Hey, that was really good. You could tell. See, professionals.
Yeah. Just professionals who aren't working until January. So here we go. Alison, what do you think about this one? What do elves do after school? What do elves do after school?
Okay. So they're elves. It's after school.
I mean, Santa probably has them working, doesn't he?
I know they go to school and then they gotta make toys. I don't.
It's
Yeah,
no life. It's no life. Listen, if you'd like to help an elf today, get in touch.
They're laboring. They're laboring. I don't know, Hayley. I don't know. Give me the answer to that one. So, what do elves do after school?
Gnome work. Gnome.
Oh, I
instead of
see what
home.
they did there, because it's
Yeah.
gnomes in there.
Yeah, what do you think, Alison?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it didn't make me laugh out loud. It didn't grab me at the moment. I like where they're going. I like the connection of elves and gnomes. I'm going a 5 out of 10 is what I'm giving that
I
one.
think that's, beyond reasonable. But we'll
Yeah.
do one more. We'll do one more.
Yeah.
Let's discuss. This is like a masterclass.
It caught me off guard. I wasn't prepared. It was I want a hard punchline. I want something that grabs. I imagine people around the table. If I don't see Uncle Al spitting out turkey in my mind from the joke, then it's below a 5. Okay, let me do another one. Here we go.
Okay,
So
here we
Hayley,
go.
what do angry mice send to each other at Christmas?
Hate mail. Angry mice.
Send to each other at Christmas. What do angry mice?
Mouse droppings on the doorstep. I mean, I think of them quite literally now.
You're getting very literal. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Nasty treats.
I like it.
Mm.
Tweet. What do angry mice send to each other at Christmas? Well, cross mouse cards.
Oh no, that has stunk out the room. I'm gonna need some air freshener.
I'm giving it a 0 out of 10.
Yeah,
I
that's a
didn't like
0.
anything about that joke. There
No.
was nothing about that joke.
But if you wrote that joke, thank you for getting involved with Christmas. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. Listen, Allyson, look, I went far too far back in my chair then. It's like I was at a dentist. We are here till 8 a.m, but there are shows here all day on Backchannel. Yes, there is. So stick around because Backchannel is the only place you can listen, watch, and interact with your host via your device. And do so, because otherwise it's just two tired women talking for 2 hours today. The command to give to your device is the word say if you're watching on an Echo show, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved with the show that way if you're on an audio only Echo. You can also hit the leave a review button. Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you think of the technology. Your feedback's really important to us. This is something we're working on, so we would love to hear from you. But listen, the show's here all day. It's not just about Hayley and Allyson. Oh no,
Nope.
We might tell our partners that it is, but it's not, because coming up after our show here is Liv Harrison. She's here with her show Live Every Day until 10. Just trying to find the notes. And then after Liv, I really should read it really instead of just guessing, shouldn't I? Fill in, Allyson, fill in.
Do we have Will and Kate today or no? No Will and Kate.
No, here we go. Professional is not what people say. Live Every Day is here 8 till 10. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis Show. And at 2 till 4, Hal Rudnick is here with your pal Hal. But stick around, we're still here till 8 a.m. yet. And we've got loads coming up, haven't we, Allyson?
We do.
As can you complete the headlines from the news stories from this year? So this year, been a busy year, 2021. Lots of stuff going on. Don't know if you know about it. It's been an old virus. I don't know if you've heard about that. Heard about it as much as we've heard about the fact that Allyson is Canadian. But producer Will has took the headlines from news stories this year, and we'd like you to guess what the missing blank is in these headlines. Fun game. We're going to guess as well because we don't know what these headlines are. We haven't had a look at them yet. So if you'd like to make a guess of what you think the headline is, it's just a fun game, just a little bit of fun to wake you up this morning. The command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. And the first headline is dozens of feral blank invade Southeast Texas neighborhood. Dozens of feral blank invade Southeast Texas neighborhood. But what is the blank? What has invaded a Southeast Texas neighborhood?
I'm going to say dozens of feral Big Mac eaters invade Southeast Texas neighborhoods. I know that's not right, but it did make me giggle. That one's for Donald. Yeah, so dozens of feral blank invade Southeast Texas neighborhood. I don't know, Hayley, do you have a guess? What do you think?
Dozens of feral sausages? I mean, it's very early in the morning, isn't it? I actually know the answer because I've just looked it up, so I can't really. It is a strange one because it's dozens of feral hogs. Hogs. Yeah, pigs.
As in like the pigs, like wild pigs, like boars. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, pigs, boars. It's like boars, pigs. Like Alyson's description there. Yeah, dozens of them. These wild pigs, hogs, invaded a neighborhood in Fort Bend County. Surveillance cameras. Do you know what I love about new technology is these cameras on doorbells are capturing everything. You've got to be so careful now. You can't play knock a door run anymore because they can see who it is. And this doorbell camera is and it's like something off the Lion King. If you get a chance, Google it. It's on kfdm.com. The website, and you can see on this camera, this Ring or whatever brand it is camera, there's like 10 of these pigs just trotting past this person's house. Imagine you're waiting for a delivery and you're like, oh, the camera's just gone off, it must be my UPS parcel, and you just look on the footage and there's just 12 pigs trotting past.
Feral boars outside.
Feral boars outside. If your partner said, hey babe, 10 feral boars have just walked past the house, you'd be like, okay.
And a partridge in a pear tree. What do you want, babe? Like, what do you
want? But yeah, there we go. We're playing Guess the Headline, Allyson. Give me one. Let me see if I can guess what it is.
Okay.
If you'd like to get involved, though, do so.
Yeah, please just get involved. Say to your device, say, that's the magic word. And let us know what you think might be the missing word in these headlines from the past year. Okay. Shakira says, people were just watching and not doing anything. Okay, so Shakira says people were just watching and not doing anything when her bag was stolen by blank.
Now, I do actually know this because we discussed this on the show before, because wasn't it wild boar as well?
It was wild boar. That is why I have boar on the brain.
But if
It-
I was going to make a guess with Shakira, I'd say it was her hips. But yeah, Shakira got. I mean, I shouldn't laugh really.
Her hips
'cause-
would never steal because they can't lie.
Yeah.
So they'd never get away with a crime, right? Hello, hello, I stole your purse. It would never happen.
Yeah, there was a news story, wasn't there, earlier in the year, which we discussed here on the Hayley and Allyson show. That's why you should listen to this show, because the content you are getting is highbrow. First thing in the morning, Shakira was, and I shouldn't really laugh about it, but she was her bag. She basically said that two wild. Sorry, I can't. Sorry, Shakira, if you're listening and this is bringing back. Sorry to laugh about your tragedy, but she said 2 wild boar approached her in a park and took her handbag. Unfortunately, we haven't got the artist's sketch back at the minute, but there's a lot of people that are suspected in this crime. Yeah, do you remember this, Allyson?
I do remember, and she was upset because people did nothing. People just watched the boar steal
Of course
her.
they're going to watch. I would have filmed it. I would have got my camera out. Is that Shakira? Is that a pig taking her wallet?
Yeah. 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 Hello, wild boar. Yeah, it was stolen. Her purse was stolen by wild boars. Wow.
No,
Who
I
knew?
mean, if my partner came home, right, and you sent them out the shops, and he said, "Hey, Shakira, did you get those biscuits and chocolate?" And she's like, "Oh no, you won't believe this. I got robbed by 2 wild boar." I was like, "Oh, come on, at least make it believable." But yeah, she was.
And her partner's like, I don't believe you. And she's like, hang on, let me get my hips to tell you. And then her partner was like, I, of course, believe.
Why did she talk like Sean Connery in Allison's
Hello. Because
you love Shakira. And
I can't do accents, so I'm sorry, Shakira.
We're playing the game. This is guess the word in the headline. If you'd like to make a guess and you are listening this morning, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can type your answer in that way. So here we go. Next one. See if you can get this one. This is 4 words. It's 4 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Californian condors are very rare, but 10% of them are blank, 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 blank. Trying to steal from Shakira.
Californian
Californian condors are very rare, but 10% of them are blank, 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 blank. That's 4 blanks. That's quite a mouthy one. But what are the blanks, Allyson? Any guesses?
Are pooping on my head. Because they're birds, right? And birds, just because they're condors doesn't mean they don't poop in the air.
Yep. I mean,
good morning, everyone. Good morning. That's pooping on my head.
Your breakfast cereal.
All I think is with birds is head poop, because whenever I see a flock of birds I just get nervous. I grew up with budgies. My dad always wanted to have budgies in the house, so we always had birds. And there was just bird poop on everything. When you let them, this is what they do. They're lovely, majestic, flying, pooping machines. So poop on my head. I know that's probably not the answer. Hayley, give us the real answer. California condors are very rare, but 10% of them are
trashing this woman's house. How did you not get that? 10% of Californian condors are very rare, but 10% of them are trashing this woman's house. So there's only about 200 of these birds in the wild, and 20 of them are outside a woman called Cindy Mickles' home. 20 of them. It's only 200 and 20 of them. And so basically this Cindy has got in touch with CBA. This is where we've read this story. And she said, we don't know where they all came from, but somewhere around 20 of them just decided to show up, and they really took a shining to her house, particularly her deck roof. And there's pictures where they've literally trashed her decking. So there's flowers and plant pots, and these birds are just throwing it. It's like they're having a teenage party. Yeah. Like, I don't like Cindy's flowers. Off they go. They're like rock stars in a hotel room. They're big birds. It's quite terrifying, these birds.
They're very big, scary birds. Condors are very They're large. They're large like an eagle. They're massive. Yeah.
I don't know, Producer Will, if you can get a picture up, because on this article Producer Will sent us, one of them, there's 5 of them sitting on Cindy's decking, and they've all got numbers on, because obviously they're a protected species and they've got to monitor them. They've all got numbers on them, and it's like the world's worst beauty pageant. Because it's got these birds with like number 52, number 56. Yeah, they're part of a conservation breeding program, so Cindy can't do nothing.
This
Her
is the
house
hard
is
part.
getting
Poor
trashed.
Cindy's like, well, I guess they're trashing my house. Like,
Yeah, she's ringing up the police and like, actually they're protected species, so they've got
so
to
you gotta just let them do what they want. Like,
Yeah, Cindy actually called them a big pack of rowdy teenagers. If you've just joined us, good morning.
They're smoking and drinking on my patio. They are smoking and drinking on my patio. Well, they're protected. They're protected birds.
There we go. If you're watching on an Echo show now, Producer Will's got the picture up. Can we zoom in a little bit on that, Will? There he is. We're talking about Californian condors. They're a rare bird, and 10% of them, so it's only 200 of the birds in the wild, 20 of them are outside this woman called Cindy Nichols' home, trashing her backyard. If you can see them there, they've all got the little numbers on because they're a protected species. There's nothing Cindy can do. These huge birds just decided.
Oh my gosh, they are destroying her deck. Plants are knocked over. Things are broken. Wow. Yeah.
But there you go. If you've got a California condor, say to your device and let us know why Cindy. Move on. Leave Cindy alone. We're playing a game this morning. If you would like to get involved, here is the commands to do so. If you're watching on an Echo show, I could see those huge condors in Cindy's garden. The command to give is the word say, followed by whatever you'd like to tell us this morning, or go to backchannel.tv on your phone. Can't stress how easy that is. And you can type in what you'd like to tell us this morning. You can also hit the leave a review button there if you'd like to let us know what you think of the show. But we are playing now a game called Complete the Missing Headline. It's a dead easy game. It's easy as basically just complete the headline. Can't explain it any easier. But here we go. Hiker lost for 24 hours, ignored rescuers' calls because they what? Now, there's 4 blanks in this one, Allyson. It's a biggie again. Hikers lost for 24 hours. I know this one. I remember this story. Hikers lost for 24 hours, ignored rescuers' calls because they what? It's 4 blanks.
So
because they
it says hiker, one hiker. So I'm going to say lost for 24, ignored rescuers' calls because they didn't know their name. That's what I'm going for.
Well, you're not far off, Allyson. I remember this one. Listen, if you want to make a guess as well before I reveal, do so. Like I say, the command to give to your device is the word say, or go to backchannel.tv. I remember we discussed this story very briefly on the show. A hiker was lost for 24 hours. They ignored rescuers' calls because they didn't recognize the number ringing them. Do you remember this?
Yes, I do, because you have to you have to inform people of what's going on. I think I don't know the proper hikers associations. I don't know. Let them know. And then if you are missing past a certain time, then they start to phone your contact number to be like, are you okay? What's going on? But this hiker didn't recognize the number. So they didn't answer the help call.
They ignored it. They were lost, but they didn't answer the number. Listen, even if it was a cold caller, which is, let's be honest, the reason why the majority of us don't answer withheld numbers, you could still say to them, listen, I can't get insurance at the moment, but I am somewhere up a mountain. Can you get me help?
Yeah.
But this hiker in Colorado, even, excuse me, get my teeth back in, was lost for 24 hours, and they ignored not just one call. They didn't just miss it. They ignored several calls because they didn't recognize the number. I mean, what makes me think is someone was really chasing them for money, and they're like, I can't get that. I owe
how much money did they owe? Like, they got a lot of gambling debts? They're like, I don't pick up my phone anymore. It's never good news. I'm just gonna stay lost in these mountains. I'm just gonna stay lost.
I mean, I can't wait for the film. Well, it's just gonna be a film version of a man just looking at his phone going, nah. I mean, it doesn't say it was a man. I'm just guessing. But here we go. We're playing Guess the Headline this morning. We'll see if anyone can guess this one. Allyson, you give me one. See if I can guess what it is.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. Okay, blank caught dancing with a skeleton next to graveyard. Yeah, this is right up my alley.
Kevin Bacon. He likes to dance.
Hayley's a big Footloose fan as well, so that is why that jumped in her head. So Kevin Bacon caught dancing with a skeleton next to a graveyard. Not exactly. If you think you know what this title is, what who or was caught dancing with a skeleton next to a graveyard? Let us know, please. Just say to your device, the magic word is say. Let us know your answer, or go to backchannel.tv and just type in your answer. Blank caught dancing with a skeleton next to a graveyard. What do you think, Hayley?
I mean, it's a slightly sinister story for this time in the morning, isn't it? Let's hope
Unicorn caught
yeah,
dancing.
let's hope it's something fictional. Skeletor, and it was his wife.
Oh, that's nice. It was their anniversary.
It was
They
their
had gone out.
anniversary.
Yeah.
I don't know, Allyson. Please tell us what the missing blank is. If you think you know, very quickly. And let us, please don't let it be as bleak as what it sounds like. The command to give to your device is the word save. You're watching on an Echo show, or go to Backchannel TV. If you can fill in this headline. What was the headline again, Allyson?
Blank. Okay, so what is it? Caught dancing with a skeleton next to graveyard.
Blank. What was caught dancing with a skeleton next to the graveyard? Let us know.
It happened in Hull in the UK. So
really? Oh, that explains.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good then, is it? That's not going to be good.
No.
Okay, Allyson, what was the story? Do we want to know this early in the morning?
Yeah, the story is nun. A nun, as in a religious figure, a nun was caught dancing with a skeleton next to a graveyard. So this comes from the Metro News in Hull. People spotted a woman dressed as a nun, all in white, dancing with a skeleton, a human skeleton, in a graveyard. Later on, they saw the nun playing with what looked like a dog skeleton. I'm not making this up. So there was a human skeleton that she was dancing with, and then a little while later, she seemed to be playing with a dog skeleton.
And what was she dancing to? Was there any mute? Was it like them bones, them bones, them bones? I mean, we shouldn't laugh because that's someone's skeleton. But what? Yeah, I mean, what? I mean,
Look, my
terrifying.
guess is maybe someone was filming something. This has got to be some sort of a hoax. I mean, as far but nobody knew what was going on.
Nuns live a lonely existence. Who can blame her for getting the skeleton out? But seriously, the police need to look into that. We're playing Guess the News Stories this morning on the Hayley and Allyson show. Excuse me, I'm recovering from COVID. Don't worry, you can't catch it. We're on a computer. It's virtual. The command to give to your device is the word say. If you would like to get involved with the show this morning, or go to backchannel.tv, see if you can fill in the blanks of this game. We're playing Guess the Missing Word in the headline. And here we go. Demi Lovato, the singer Demi Lovato, sings to blank to help overcome trauma and gets ovation. She sings to blank. What does Demi Lovato sing to help overcome trauma? Allyson, any guesses?
Demi Lovato sings to, I know it's probably a type of music. So she sings to nursery rhymes. I don't know. It's one word. I want to say like her dog, but that's two words. So sings to animals to help overcome trauma and gets ovation.
She could be like Snow White.
Demi Lovato sings to children to help overcome trauma and get ovation. How about that? So animals or children. I'm trying to think of cute things. She sings to cute things. Yeah.
Yeah. Complete opposite, Allyson. Demi Lovato sings to ghost to help it overcome trauma. So she's not overcoming the trauma. She's singing to the ghost. Of course she is. How could you not get that, Allyson? I mean, I'm not going to go into the storyline. It's very, very. If you want to look at the story, Google it. It's quite full on for a breakfast show. But she's singing to a ghost. Is the key there? Yeah.
Like I tell jokes to my ghosts. I read them Christmas cracker jokes of Christmases gone by to help me overcome trauma.
Yeah, but the headline there is Demi Lovato sings to ghosts to help her overcome trauma. And she gets a standing ovation during a paranormal investigation.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, she said this during, they said this, apologies for getting my pronouns wrong, during the latest episode of the Peacock TV show Unidentified. So if you want to have a look at that, then check that out. This is the Hayley and Allyson show. We have just played Guess the Headlines this morning. Thank you for taking part. We got them all wrong.
And we've even talked about some of the stories in the
We've
past,
even
so
talked
well
about
done
some of them.
us.
If you've just joined us, I can see our lovely Stacey has just joined us. Good morning, Stacey. Where have you been?
Stacey!
We're almost finished now, Stacey, but stick around because the wonderful Liv Harrison is here next, 8 till 10. But as always, on the Hayley and Allyson show, we like to end the show on a fun fact that you can take away, tell your friends in the office if you don't want them bothering you anymore. Because today's fun fact is Chinese police use geese squads. So you've heard of police dogs, Allyson, I presume? You heard of police dogs?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but police geese is a thing because in 2013, how old were you then?
I would
2013.
have been a 2013, a young 72.
Yep, 72 in 2013. 12 police stations in a rural area of China have begun to use geese as sentries. Good morning, Stacey. She's just got involved with the show.
Good
Hi,
morning,
Stacey.
Stacey.
You just joined us when we're talking about police using geese squads. So apparently they can alert animals. And as you know, obviously geese create a lot of noise, which Chinese law enforcement officers are taking advantage of. So there you go. They use, instead of dogs, they're using geese. Of course they are.
I can't even, I mean, look, being Canadian, the Canadian goose is on our coin, our $1, £1 coin. We call it, well, it's actually a loon, so it's a loony. That's what we call it here. It's a loony. But yeah, we've got geese, Canadian geese. I mean, Canadian geese. We're known for it. I like to think, and they are loud and they are
very loud geese, and
they can be vicious. Geese can be vicious.
Yeah. So obviously during lockdown in the UK, we could only really go the park, and I went a specific part of my daughter where there was geese, and they were in the middle of the path, and there was no way round because there was like water either side. I had to go past it. They attacked me, Allyson.
Do they come at you? Yeah.
And they are terrifying. So I can see why they do use them. I'm more scared of geese than I am dogs.
Because a dog, you're like, you might be able to figure out how you would protect yourself from a dog. But geese are so awkward. Birds are just
long
awkward.
necks just winding in.
Yeah. Can they fly? Maybe for 2 seconds they're going to come at you, or are they going to duck, or what are they going to? They smell. They're going to scream. They're going to poop on you. There's so many things. Geese are and actually geese have teeth in their little bills, in their the geese bills, and they've got quite a bite on them. So geese are.
Terrifying. So I can see this. I can see this. And if there was geese sort of sent in my house, I would admit everything to a police officer. There you go.
Send in the geese. I just want to hear an officer say, "Send in the geese."
We've got the suspect cornered. Send in the geese. I'm looking forward to seeing their like Turner and Hooch version of Turner and Jemima Puddle Duck or whatever it is. But there you go. That is your fun fact for the end of the show. Chinese police use geese squads. A little fun fact you can take away. Thank you for joining us today. If you have, we've enjoyed all your company. Thank you to Stacey. Thank you to Doug. Thank you to Sing for all taking part in the show this morning. We are back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Do we need a Christmas lion? No, we do not here on the Hayley and Allyson show. We are here at 6. Hopefully we'll be able to speak a little bit better, because we've been struggling with certain easy words this morning. Allyson, what time is it in Canada, though? It's early there, isn't it?
Yeah, so the show for me started at 4 a.m. It'll be 6 a.m. when it ends. What am I going to do? Well, everyone, I'm going to go back to bed for a few hours is what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to make myself a hot water bottle. I'm going to crawl back into bed and dream of flocks of geese is what I'm going to do, and Big Macs.
And Big Macs. Little call back to earlier in the show. You've just joined us about a man who met a Big Mac every single day
for 40 years.
What 40 years? What a guy. Today, obviously, I'm still in quarantine at the minute because I tested positive for COVID just before Christmas. So I'm still in quarantine. Haven't had my negative test yet. So hopefully I'll do one today and it'll be negative.
And your partner, he got it now too, right? So the whole house.
All right,
that's
Allyson.
what happens.
Fingers down. Yeah. Merry
So
Christmas,
you're
everyone.
all stuck
Uh,
together. That's
Yeah,
what you want for Christmas.
producer Will, he's there in his parents' box room in Leeds in the UK.
Hello.
There he is. Hello. There seems to be no light in your parents.
Only this side.
Yeah,
Okay.
Where the window is. It's very bright. I could close this, but then there's 40 ducks, so
This is the
no.
problem with boomers. They don't have the thingy light,
The
ring light,
lighting.
do
Mum
they?
and Dad, I can't believe you don't have a ring light. What do you mean?
Unbelievable.
You're both retired.
What do you mean? All you do is garden all day.
What do you
No.
mean you don't know what digital camera is?
But yeah, we are back tomorrow, aren't we, producer Will, with the
We
show.
are.
What's coming up in tomorrow's show?
Oh my goodness, a cracking show. As we approach the new year, I'm getting a little bit reflective. You know, looking back on this crazy year that we've had, and you'll be happy to know that there's more bird content coming up in tomorrow's show.
What's not
I've got a
lots to
story
love?
about a pink pigeon for you.
Brilliant.
If you will.
Well, listen, if you're thinking, I don't know if I can tune in tomorrow, I think that's caught your attention. I think it has. Thanks, producer Will. He'll be back with us tomorrow
Thanks so
talking
much.
about pink pigeons. Of course we are. Stick around though, because the wonderful Liv Harrison is next with her show Live Every Day. Stacey just said, I'm hoping that Hayley and Allyson will cheer me up. Well, I hope we have, Stacey. I hope you have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow bright and early at 6 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your days, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.